Hey everyone, it's me, Dave Hoshin. I'm the Director of Sales at Exoticca. I'm always excited to be here with you to do the week here with Archer Travel. I've got a presentation. I'm going to get started with this. It's fast and furious, so pay attention. Here we go. Check this out.
We see them every day. They are on our wallpapers. Idyllic and predetermined landscapes. Places so incredible that they even seem unreal. The more we look at them, the more unattainable they seem to become. Maybe that's why we cover them up with folders, documents and trash cans, creating a barrier between our daily routine and the dream of leaving it behind. Until one day you discover that this unimaginable place, which has always been on the other side of the screen, is just a click away.
Exoticca. This is what Exoticca does for you. We provide technology, so it's just a click away. Your clients can be on an amazing trip like that, and we provide all the services for you. So let's get started with the history of the company a little bit here. On the right side of your screen, you can see USA, Canada, Mexico, Peru, Chile, and so forth. What Exoticca does is we operate out of all those countries, providing tours for you all over the world to 78 countries around the world. And we call it the digital supply chain. And what that means is that people from all those countries are on tours in their own native language within the destination, within the tour. And Exoticca is putting everything together for you using small and medium-sized expert local operators, right? So we're providing the best of service that we can within the destination. And the digital supply chain means that normally for other tour companies, they may have 5 or 6 people helping them to provide this service. What we've done is we've consolidated that down to 2 or 3. And the result of that is excellent prices. It makes the tour super affordable. The other thing that we do is provide prices in real time. So if you look at the calendar, you will see prices. It says best prices, other option dates. And you'll also notice that every day in the month of November 2026, for that tour to Peru, every day we have availability. What that means in terms of your customers' experience is that they'll guaranteed to go, and as Exoticca, daily departures down to a minimum of 2 people. Some companies may call you and say, sorry, the tour didn't fill up. We have to change the date. We have to cancel. Here at Exoticca, the tour is guaranteed to go down to 2 people. So what does all of that mean? In practical terms, when you come to Exoticca, what your experience is a calendar. You make your trip. At the end of the trip, what we're doing, it's like a one-stop shop. We include all the components of travel. What we're doing is putting international and internal or local flights or transportation together for you. So if you went to South Africa, as the highlight says here, you get your international flights, you get your local domestic transportation, you're staying in 3 hotels, all your transfers and transportation are included. You have 3 scheduled tours and guided activities. That means the guide comes and picks you up and takes you out. And then for the clients who want to do extra, they want to get every little bit out of South Africa, there are 5 optional activities that you can add into it. So at Exoticca, we like to provide choices, right? The choice of a charm hotel, that's a 3-star. The choice of a superior hotel, that's a 4-star. The choice of a luxury hotel, that's a 5-star. We like to provide more choices like luxury private tours, which means that you have your own guide and your own vehicle. So you and your friends or you and your family, 2 or 4 or 6 people, can take a luxury private tour. We have departures available now through the end of 2026, actually beyond that, because it goes into 2027, where the airlines release their schedules 11 months in the future. And then if you went here, again, we're offering the international flights. We're offering the local flights, to Lima to Cusco, Cusco back to Lima, 3 hotels, all the transfers and transportation, all the guided activities. You can add in optional activities and so forth. So look at this slide, because Exoticca provides guided tours. 90% of what you sell is going to be a guided tour. We'll meet you at the airport. We take you to your hotel. In the morning after breakfast, we pick you up, we take you out on a tour. Your customers are going to be on a bus with, say, 20 people. That's a guided tour. The expert in Lima is not the expert in Cusco, because when you get to Cusco, the new expert in Cusco, the local expert guide, your host, is going to take you around and show you what's available there. So let's jump forward to what a fully escorted tour means. And generally speaking, you'll get these in Europe, you'll get them in the Middle East, and you'll get them in India. A fully escorted tour means that you have a host, your guide, who is with you all the time. On occasion, the local guide may take over, but you have one main person that's with you for the duration of the trip. And then we have self or semi-guided, and those exist in Europe and in Japan. And a semi-guided is for your independent traveler, the person who is very comfortable traveling internationally, getting into their hotel, they have an activity lined up the next day, they walk, they take a taxi, they take a ride share, they get to the meeting point for the guide. The meeting point for the guide takes over, takes you on the trip, tells you everything there is to know about cherry blossoms and why it's important in Japan and so forth, and then you're free for the rest of the day. What we're doing is guided, escorted, semi or self-guided trips. And within all of that, private tours are available, meaning that you have your own vehicle and your own guide all the time. And then we have group tours. So if you like to book a group with 20 people or more, that's also a private tour. Again, Charm, Supplier, or luxury hotels are available. All right, look at this slide. This is the important part. It says right there, full commissions on all trip components. Here's what that means. So you understand what that goes, right? So some companies take out the taxes, the fees, the surcharges, and you get paid on the rest. Here's a real example. I had to buy a last-minute ticket to Egypt, and Air France sends me the detailed breakdown. The cost of the ticket was $4,200, $4,300. They sent me the breakdown, and there was a lot of different items, and I added all of that up. It turns out it was $1,200 of taxes, fees, surcharges, fuel charges, all kinds of charges. At Exoticca, all of that's a part of your trip, right? So if you upsell to tickets like that, and then you put the land onto it, and now you have a package of about $15,000, $17,000, your commission is based on the entire package. Whatever the package cost is what your commission is based on. We don't take out the taxes, we don't take out the fees, we don't take out the surcharges, which is significant because while we call it commissions, it's kind of like your paycheck, right? That's what you get paid. Your commissions is what you make on the booking. Going down the line, 48-hour price block. You'll see more of that in the training. Onboarding team. The onboarding team is amazing. Once you register with Exoticca, and when you register with us, it's easy. It should take you a minute and a half. When you register, we need your local address. Okay, you don't want to put your street number in there, that's fine. But what we need is the state. What we need is the country. So if you live in Iowa, or if you live in Mexico, you should not use the Archer Travel address here on Colorado Boulevard. You should put your country and your state. You should not use a home office address. We don't need that. Do you know why? Because you put the IATA number in there. And once you put the IATA number in there, we know where you are, right? You just need to put Archer Travel and register that way. Do me a favor. Do it that way if you can. So we have great technology. We'll talk about that a little bit more. That's what this whole presentation is about. We allow advisors and only advisors to book land-only bookings because we know that your customers have points on their credit card. We know that your customer has airline miles. They may not need a full package of international air and the hotel and all the tours and all of that. They just need the land portion. So as an advisor, you get that from us. We offer pricing parity because we have the website and people are on the website and they see 65% off, flash sale, knockout deal. And in all of that, the consumer thinks that, wow, look at all of that. I've got something special. And it's not true. It's not true because you're using the same prices that people see on the website. So whatever they get, price and parity allows you to offer the same exact thing. We've got the booking protection. Booking protection is what we call flex. You buy it for an extra $69. It could be $99. Sometimes it's more, depending on where you're going. And that allows the customer to cancel 30 days before departure for full credit of the trip, and the credits don't expire. They belong to the client. Cool? So that's booking protection. It's not insurance. If you need insurance because of lost luggage, delayed flights, forced overnights with a hotel, I sprained my ankle, I can't walk while I'm on the trip, you need insurance to cover all of those things. Guaranteed departures, we talked about that. We offer down to 2 people, and we're working on offering down to 1 person for guaranteed departures, which I can't wait for that to happen. That's going to be really nice. I can't wait for it to happen. Unmatched pricing, you know about extraordinary vacation packages. And because we operate from all over the world, you see all those countries that we operated out of, we offer 24/7, 365 support worldwide. If you book out of an English-speaking country, the USA or Canada, let's say, or the UK, the guides are in English. If you book out from a Spanish-speaking country, Mexico or Spain, for instance, Colombia, the guides will speak in Spanish. Right. What are you looking at here? You're looking at the new landing page in the booking portal. So you will see there, it says book now. You'll see further down, it says bookings. It says commissions, private label, group bookings, partner rewards, and so on. So what we're going to do is show you what happens when you click a booking. When you click a booking, you're going to get this picture. This is actually live on the website. And if you go up to the flag at the top, it'll drop down a menu, and then you select the country that you would like to make the package available out of, right? If you don't have this, I need a business case, let me know, and we'll arrange it for you. So if you live in the US and you have people in Spain or in Mexico or in Canada, I can turn this on for you. But you need to tell me what's going on so I can say to the company, hey, John needs this. He's got some customers over there. We're going to get a sale out of it. We'll turn it on for you. So once you click that and you decide whatever country you're operating out of, or if you're in the UK or Australia, Mexico, that's fine. It's there automatically. Then you go to book now. Remember that. Then you click destinations. You pick the continent. And the Americas is South America, Central America, North America, USA. We have 1 or 2 tours up here. It's also Mexico, because we have tours in Mexico. And we have a tour in the Dominican Republic. We go all over Asia, we go all over Europe, and Oceania is Australia and New Zealand. So you pick that, you pick the continent, you pick the country, excuse me, and I happen to pick this trip, Southeast Asia Odyssey. And right there on the right, I've got the box with the arrow. See dates and prices. We're going to click that. You look at the summary. You see how much a solo traveler is going to cost them. You know, this is all ballpark, starting from prices. Click that, see dates and prices, and I end up with this calendar. I set it up because I'm in Los Angeles area. So you see Los Angeles. You see the calendar is full. April and May, you select your dates. You see down at the bottom, you can choose charm, you can choose superior, or you can choose luxury. So it's about providing options for your clients. Some people want a different quality hotel. You can provide that for them. Once you select that category, it's going to ask you if you want to go in early or if you want to stay late. Again, options for your clients. What the portal is trying to do is figure out how to match the air around what you want. So if you don't want extra nights, early nights or late stays after, you don't have to check any of that. But if you did check it, the web finder is going to go out and select air around arriving early or departing late. And now your choices are, do I fly with United Airlines? Do I want a 24-hour flight? Do I want a 10-hour flight? Do I want a long layover? Do I want a short layover? Do I want to upgrade? Do I want premium seats? Do I want business seats? Do I want basic economy seats? My suggestion to you is to use recommended. Click on the airline options. It'll break out the details for you. You can decide from there. Look on the right for personal item, carry-on luggage, and check luggage. These are all factors that help you decide what you need. And if you want to fine-tune this process even more, you can use the flight selector filters to get that done. If you need to, at this point, because you just need to offer information to a client, you could actually download this itinerary right here. You don't have to go any further than this to get a download of it. It's going to give you a PDF. It's going to look pretty. It's going to have pictures. It's going to spell everything out for the client. So this is when you're in the early consulting stage with the client. You can do this, okay? All right, so moving along, you went through that process. Now you get to put in contact information. Just fill it out. Passenger 1, passenger 2. There's summary things here on the website that's going to show you what's going on, reminders of the price and all of that stuff. So you fill out the, the contact information. And now we move to the payment section, right? You can pay in two, meaning you pay 60%, then you pay 40%. Most people choose that option. You can pay now. So if you have a last minute booking, 2 months out, 1 month out, that kind of thing, pay in full. Some people want to pay in full. Pay in full. You can pay in 3 different portions, 34%, 33%, 33%. It's up to you. You can use multiple credit cards to get all of this done for your client, yes? You can use a bank transfer if you want to, because we listen. Some of these things like the bank transfer and all of that, those were tips, those were hints, those were clues as to how your customer works, which you shared with us, and we built it into the system. But the customer is not quite ready, so you need the 48-hour hold, and we've got that for you. At the top right, you click that button in there. It holds that price. The airline prices, you know airline prices change all the time, right? They change by the second sometimes. You can block that price and hold it, have a quick chat with the client, give them 48 hours, and then you need to get the card and make this payment. And then the client says, well, I don't want to use a credit card. Well, I don't want to do a bank transfer. Can I use another option? And you say, yes, you can. You can use Affirm. You plug in Affirm right there, and Affirm takes care of all of that between the client and us. Do you have a promo code? We have these promo codes. March Madness, Black Friday, all of these things. If you have a promo code, you can add it in at this point before you make payments. Check the necessary box that you read and you understood, and off you go and the payment's made. So now you have a booking, and you go back to the dashboard, you click booking, it opens up that screen, it's got a booking number. Some of them are canceled, some are confirmed, some are pending, tells you when it's expired. You click the booking to get all the details. Details like the passengers, details like flights, the accommodations, activities that they're involved with. Tells you when the second payment's due. There's all kinds of reminders to make your life easy when you book with Exoticca. So customer says, where am I staying? You go to the booking, click the details, accommodations, it says confirmed or it says pending confirmation. we want to keep you up to date because this is how you work. This is what you have to tell the client, yeah? And then the booking's made. So you're like, wow, that was a big booking. I should check my commissions. So you check your commissions by clicking the commission button. Are you beginning to get a feeling for how it works? Kind of works the same for bookings as it works for commissions. Okay, so you're comfortable. You're like, I'm doing a lot with Exoticca. How else can I grow my business, Exoticca? And Exoticca says, everyone who's registered with the company gets their own private label booking portal website. Everyone has their own. We know it's you because of your unique email address tied to the IATA number, and we coded the booking portal specifically for you. We know it's you, so it's yours. And then it comes in a line, it's like a link. And what can you do with that? You can take that link and send it to clients. You can email it to them. And they open it up and they look at Exoticca and you go like, wow, look at all this stuff. I don't know, should we book it? No, it's a lot of money. Let's call, because your contact number is there, right? So they can call you. You can put it on Facebook or social media or however you want to advertise this thing. You can turn it into a QR code. You can print that QR code on things, you know, your business card, little flyers that you leave around the place. They scan it and they get it. Here's a little thing. Exoticca spends a lot of money on technology. So we have this booking portal for you, and you send it to someone, and the cookies are sticky. So they look at it, they close the computer, it's late at night, they come back 3 days later, they type Exoticca in the computer or on the smartphone or the device or whatever, and it shows up, and it's your portal that shows up again. And then the client takes that, sends it to their friends because they're excited. I'm gonna go to the Maldives. I'm going to go to Vietnam. I'm gonna go to Peru. And they email it to their friends, and the friends have your link. And then the cookies stick with the friends. And that friend sends it to 2 other friends, and 2 other friends send it to 2 other friends. And suddenly you have a whole bunch of people with your link looking to book a trip. And we set it up in the portal so you can actually track this. So if someone makes a booking and they pay for it, you know that that booking was made. So we've got you covered with that regard, right? So when you set up your own personal portal, like Ron Archer did with your picture is there. We need a high resolution picture, right? Vector files, those work really well. You can put your logo, Archer Travel, it comes in at the top as you can see in this example, and you've got your contact information. We do encourage you to do the training before you set this up because you'll learn a lot from the training. And if you're in the portal, there's a Q&A section there that you can use to read up and get a better idea of what you're getting into. But if you want to take your business to the next level, try the EPL or the private label. Take it to the next level. And some people like to make bookings, not 2 people or a family of 3 or 4 together. Some people like to make group bookings. We have a tab for that. You click the group booking tab from the advisor portal and you'll see this page. It opens up automatically. It says simulate your group, but if you scroll down a little bit, here I'm going to show it to you. You can do land only for groups. If you do a group between 10 and 19, they end up in our Exoticca's departures. But if you do 20 and more, it's a private group. It costs more because it's exclusive to them. You have that option for you too. So we're going to go here because we fix this for you. Remember, we're all about point and click like that video said in the beginning. You go here and you look at all these things as you scroll and you go, wow, I'm going to do my group to South Africa. So you click South Africa and it opens up this page and it spells out the itinerary on the trip. It tells you everything that's going on in this trip. It gives you a starting from price of $1,199. per person for the trip, right? And you go, I need to market this stuff. This is so cool. How do I market this? You can market it by downloading right then and there. But be careful, right? Because it's a starting from price. You haven't picked the kind of air you wanted. You haven't picked the hotel category you wanted. You haven't added in extra activities like you think they're going to need, but you need to get something out there so you can start your business because you're in the speculation phase of your group, and we can help you market that by going here. So then this is what you see. It tells you as you dig deeper into this, what you'll see is all the flights, all the information, how long, how many nights, the visits, what you're going to do. And it's going to tell you what's included. It's going to tell you what's optional. So you can play with this and build it out. You can't customize it, but you can personalize it. You can add stuff to it. Remember, you can't change day 2, 3, 4, or 5 in the trip, but you can add some stuff in there. You can leave it with a lot of leisure time or not. You know your clients best, so set it up to match their expectations. And now you're looking at this slide. This is a real picture here. That arrow, that down arrow that says 13. So you have 13 people, you've got 20 people, you got 30 people, you would adjust it that way. You want a charmer, superior, or luxury room, you adjust it that way. What time frame are you looking at? Is it now till December 26th, or is it after that? You can check the button that way. And then it says departure dates. You fill that in. Do you have a second option for departure dates? We want to know that. Do you want it land only? Yes, we want it land only. Is it an open group? So are you still building your customers? Is it a speculative group? Or do you already have names? Are pretty people firm? Are you confident about this? That would be a closed group. You fill out the information, check the box that you've read, and it creates a group quote, right? And that goes off to us. It's asked for additional information like flight options, open and close, like we talked about before. So this is, a duplication of that slide to reiterate how easy this is for you. Put your name, information, so we can get a hold of you, and 2 to 5 business days later, you get a quote. And we call that day 1. Then you have 7 days to say, hey Dave, I like the quote. Thank you very much. And then you have up to 45 days from day 1 to say to your people, you guys ready? Yeah, you're ready? Because we've got to pay them $250 to Exoticca per person on day 45. It's non-refundable. It's locked in. It's for serious people. But guess what? When day 120 comes around, which is 4 months before departure, they pay in full. The $250 that they paid us is a part of the payment when they pay in full. Got it? And then we take care of all the back and forth in between. Now, it's really important that you get someone that is consistent, that's reliable, that you get to know. And so that's why we decided to take the route of giving you a specialist in the area that you're booking, the part of the world that you're going to. You work from one person from beginning to end. That's how we do it at Exoticca. Day 1 is your person, and when the group travel is still your person. Moving to a new topic. Yeah, this is the app. Download it from the Play Store. Download it from the Apple Store. It's in there. When your customers book, this is available for 2 people going somewhere, or if you book a group, it's available for each person in the group. How do you get it? Once they make payments, it generates a booking number. So the $250 generates a booking number. The 60% down generates a booking number. The 48-hour hold generates a booking number. And then you go back to the landing page in the portal, you click booking. If you scroll down, you'll see it says Travelers App Invitation. We need their email. we're only using the email to set up the app. We're not using the email for anything else. We need it because it goes by email to them, and then they open it up, and then it synchronizes with the app that they downloaded. That's how it works. It gives them the itinerary, it gives them the hotel, the flights, the documentation's there, the emergency numbers are there. It's all on their phone, it's all on the tablet, it's all on any device that they use. Remember too, you can get this downloaded on paper and the same information is there, right? So when it's on your phone, this is how it looks. It spells everything out for you. So it's right there. I've got 4 trips on my phone, and sometimes I forget what I did, when, where, and how, and all of that stuff. So I'll open the phone and I'll look at the trip, and now it's my diary of my trips with Exoticca. All right, so a lot of stuff we talked about here. Marketing. How do you market? EPL is building your business, but how do you market more than that? Go back to the website, click Marketing Resources. Those tools are available for you under Marketing Resources. I know Jose talks a lot about marketing, and your team here in head office is super awesome. They have all these tools for you. Take advantage of it, because things like these little videos, you can drop them in social media, you can email them to customer, and what it does, it creates that sense of excitement, right? You can write a nice story, but a picture is worth 1,000 words. And a video is worth 10,000 words. Send someone a video and they immediately, that emotion, it invokes that in them, and they want to go to this place.
É nesta paisagem calma, como o fundo da tua alma, que sinto o mundo acontecer. Já não quero nem saber se sonho uma tarde igual nesta Lisboa tropical.
If you know people that want to go to Portugal, I've got that for them. Download it. It's right there. Go to the library. It's in Dropbox. Pick what you want out of it. I save a lot of stuff on my computer because it's there all the time, you know, and I just use it after that. So now you love Exoticca. You book some groups. You made a couple other bookings. You're using the EPL. And just like that, you hit silver level. You made $50,000 in bookings per year. And Exoticca says, wow, you're amazing. Thank you so much. And we give you a $500 milestone commission. You know, like give you this cool credit. And you're like, wow, I love Exoticca. But here's what else happens. Every booking you make an extra $50 commissions on every booking. So you make your regular commission and then you make an extra $50. And things are just going wonderful, and your customers are telling their friends, and now you hit the goal level, which is 100,000, and you get a $1,000 milestone commission. And every booking you make an extra $100. Platinum gets better at $2,000, $150 extra commission, and now for your personal advisor discount, 20%. You move from 16% discount to 20% discount. It's non-commissionable, by the way, if you decide to go this route. And I should tell you that the advisor rates, we know you've got family, we know you got friends, you know, you want to invite someone on this trip. You're allowed 2 rooms We say 5 people, but really it's double occupancy, so it's 4 people. That works best. You can take 2 rooms, 4 people, and off you go on your trip. And if you hit diamond level, this is hard to do. You have to be really super focused to get to this level. You see what the payouts are. $10,000 on the milestone, and every booking you make an extra $200 commission. Cool. So, need to know stuff. Take a picture of it, write it down. Advisor support, the regular telephone number to call the call center, reservations is there. Hours of operations right there. The one below, the 786-485-1078. This number is available to your clients when they're traveling. It's the 24/7, 365 number. You can use WhatsApp, tell them to download WhatsApp. Everyone uses WhatsApp. You can text, you can call over Wi-Fi, you can use the WhatsApp. You have access to this too. I'm asking you for a favor. This is your emergency number for emergencies only during travel. And if you're 2 days before departure, 3 days before departure, maximum 3 to 1 days before departure, and you're in a rush, try that number to get help or contact your local salesperson. And your local salesperson is listed there for you. So I'm in the West. It's the states in black. It's all color-coded to match. Ginny is orange. Tracy is Texas in gray. In green is Scott. Nancy's in blue. Michelle's yellow. And Natalie is in the light gray down in Florida. And coming soon, we had someone who they moved on to another opportunity, so we're trying to fill that spot right there. Coming soon is up in red, yes? And at this point, I will take any questions.
All right, Dave, we do have some good questions. Let me pull them up here. I've been recording them as they come through.
Okay.
So most recent first. I'm going to go backwards in time. So, Danielle Slack from YouTube would like to know, are the advisor discounts stackable on the deals? How do we get the discount?
When you make a booking, Danielle, it generates a booking number, or if you do the 48-hour hold, you get a booking number. And you can call us and say, hey, I need the advisor rate. You can email advisor support, it's one word, at exoticca.com. Say, I need the advisor rate. They'll adjust the rate, then you make the payments. Or you can make the first payment and let us know that you did that, and then we'll adjust what you get for the second payment, if that makes sense. If you have credits, because we run promotions, if you make special bookings, you may end up with a $200 wallet, something like that. You made a special sale or whatever the story is. If you do that, you can combine that with the advisor rate. So now you get an extra special, lower than normal price.
Great. That was a great question and great answer. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Chintoya TA from Facebook would like to know, the color code is based on where we live or where we're sending people to for that BDM slide?
Oh, so this, oh, wrong way. Let me get out the frame all together. The map of the US matches the person, and depending on where you live, that's your person, right? So if you lived in Nevada, it would be me. If you lived in Florida, it would be Natalie. If you lived in Texas, it would be Tracy and Scott and Nancy and so on. We have a designated person if anyone is here from Mexico. We have a designated team there for you, Jorge. We have his contact information. If you need it, I can get it to you. If you're listening out of the UK or Spain, we have a UK team, we have a Spanish team. But because I'm based here, working with you guys for what, 3 years now? I come and do all these things. So some ways people contact me and I'll answer you. I'll help you out, just let me know.
Awesome. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, you are a great asset to all of our agents in the program. We do have another question from Danielle Slack from YouTube. She says, at what point do we get a detailed itinerary for our clients so they can see when there may be free time if they're wanting to plan something ahead of time for that time frame?
You can download the detailed itinerary straight from the website. So when you log into the website, you put in the departure city. You can do some preliminary things to set up the tour for their clients, like if you think they like museums a lot, or maybe a cooking class, or if they're going to Spain and they want to see the flamingo dinner show, you can add those in there, and then you can download it. It downloads it into a PDF. It's got the pictures, it's got day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, all of this stuff. You can send it to them. So that's part of the consultation process that's available to you if you decide to go that route. Some people send their clients directly to the website. I don't really recommend that, because then they have access to the website. They might just drift off. You know, as younger people say, they ghost you, they just disappear. And then you check back and they booked it already. One of the things that we will do for you at Exoticca is when you download the PDF, or you're emailing with people, or you're helping them, you know, you're at the quote phase and you're building it, if you have the PDF download and all this stuff and they disappear on you and you check back 2 weeks later and you go, hey, what happened to you? I was working with you, I thought you were going to book with me, and like, oh, I'm so sorry. I went and booked it. My husband said we should just book it, so we did. Well, you have proof that you were working with them. All you need to say to the client is, like, hey, Dave, I was working with you. Do you have everything figured out on your trip? What airport are you going through? Do you have insurance? Are you registered with STEP? STEP is the US government. When you're traveling abroad, you can register with them so they know where you are. What about this? What about that? Blah, 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 blah. You know, the stuff that you do every day, the value that you bring to it, and they'll go like, oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I want you to be my travel agent. So they just need to email back to you saying, I want Dave, you're working with me, here's the booking number, I want you to be my travel agent. You send it off to me, and I'll move the booking back to you. No questions asked, as easy as that. So if you give them the website, and they just run off and you have no idea what they did, I can't bring it over to you. Know what I mean?
All right, Dave. 2 more quick questions. One from Julia Lopez 3530 from YouTube would like to know, so 10 people is considered a group?
10 to 19 people is considered a group.
Okay.
10 to 19 people means that you're going to be in Exoticca's departures on July 17th, going to Cambodia. You're going to share the bus with the other people. So that's 10 to 19. 10 to 19 people offers a advisor perk of 50% discount on the land if you want to travel with them. When you hit 20 people, it becomes a private group automatically. Own bus, their own guide, their own itineraries, all of that is theirs. The perk for you becomes comp on the land. So if you have 20 people, you get 1 comp. If you get 40 people, you get 2 comps. And that's how that part works.
Very nice. That's excellent. The next question is actually from myself. I'm looking at this slide here, and I want everyone to have accurate information out there. Dave, we see that your last name is spelled Hoshin.
Correct.
Your email by your name is spelled Hosin. Is that the correct email, or is it
Somebody made a typo.
Shin?
Hoshin.
So it's dave.hoshin at exoticca.com.
That's right.
I will make that correction and add it into the chat so that all of our agents have accurate information for them. Right. I think that's about it for our live questions here. There's anything else you'd like to let our agents know or say to our agents before we close it up, Dave?
Yeah. When we started with Archer Travel, there wasn't a lot going on between Archer Travel and Exoticca. And today, you are one of the top accounts for the company. The executives in Barcelona, they know Archer Travel by name. They know a lot about Archer Travel. And I have to say thank you to all of you who are booking with us, for you guys in the US, for Mexico, for other parts of Latin America. For new to Exoticca through Archer is now the UK. You're moving ahead with us, and I know that you have a presence in Australia. So thank you to all of you for all that you've done.
Well, we thank you, Dave. I just want to let you know that there's a ton of positive feedback from your presentation from everyone watching today. Great information, very informative. They love how you did a walkthrough of the portal, really highlighting everything Exoticca has to offer not only agents but their clients as well. So this is just an amazing product across the board. We love it every time you come to the office. Yeah, you're a great presence here, and we thank you very much for your time, and we're hoping to see you again soon.
Thank you all. See ya.